process by which banks create money is so simple that the mind is repelled. Privately owned commercial banks create the majority of digital money in circulation by issuing loans to businesses, governments, and individuals. Commercial banks are a business, and like any other business, its prime motive is profit. Loans are issued based on the customer's ability to pay it back and the amount of profit a bank can make. What if we withdrew the money creation privilege away from privately owned commercial banks and left it exclusively to the Bank of Canada with the mandate to create money for the public good? Of course, commercial bankers will not like this because their excessive profits and free ride would be over. Rest assured, they will fight tooth and nail at any suggestion of changing the status quo. In this new system, commercial banks would be simple intermediaries, moving funds from businesses, governments, and individuals, rather than creators of new money. It would not affect how you and I do business. The difference would be that banks would now have to borrow digital money from the Bank of Canada instead of creating it themselves. Two immediate advantages would be the people of Canada would benefit from any interest charged by the Bank of Canada, and federal taxation would be substantially reduced. The Board of Governors and Directors at the Bank of Canada could be restructured with a mandate from Parliament for money creation to be used for the benefit of the public and not just for profit by privately owned commercial banks. We could call it Monetary Oversight Management, or MOM for short, and it would be completely transparent and subject to policy changes via referendums. It would be a two-tier system. In one tier, the Bank of Canada would create money that would be moved directly into government accounts that provide services to the public, such as education, healthcare, and infrastructure, just to name a few. In the second tier, commercial banks could be incentivized to provide loans to worthwhile enterprises while penalizing those that are not. For example, a small business may need a loan to fund its needs. If the business is legitimate, MOM could provide a 0% interest loan from the Bank of Canada to that local bank. In addition, MOM could allow a certain percentage of debt forgiveness, which would further incentivize banks to extend loans to businesses. You might be thinking, what about loans for cars or other leisure items? MOM would use the same criterion with the help of public input. With the new two-tier system implemented, we could start to rein in the non-productive parts of our financial system, and austerity measures could be eliminated. As long as new money creation does not outpace the productive capacity of the country, inflation would be kept in check. And finally, we would have a monetary system that benefits the majority of us rather than the few.